Let's test cheap versus expensive wire strippers.
Expensive wins because of the extra function. Very cool.
Let's try cheap versus expensive pipe cutters. Cheap cuts well but takes some effort. And now for expensive, it's very quickly. Expensive wins because it's quicker. Very cool. Let's test cheap versus expensive shop vacs.
Expensive is the winner this time. Very cool.
Let's test cheap versus expensive wire connectors.
Expensive wins. Very cool.
Let's test cheap versus expensive impact driver. And expensive wins. Very cool. Let's test the cheap and expensive duct tape.
It's a draw. Very cool.
Let's try cheap versus expensive speakers. Cheap maxing out at 87 and expensive maxes out at 94. Expensive wins. Very cool. Let's test the cheap versus expensive shop vac. And cheap just edged out the win again. Very cool. Let's test cheap versus expensive hand wipes. Cheap did a brilliant job. Now expensive, impressive immediately. Expensive won because it's quicker. Very cool. Let's test cheap versus expensive flexi bits. Cheap did a good job. Expensive even better.
Expensive wins because it will last longer. Very cool.
Let's test cheap versus expensive shop vacs. And cheap is the winner. Very cool. Let's try cheap versus expensive paintbrushes.
Cheap won this time. Very cool.
Let's test the cheap and expensive superglue. Comment who you think will win.
It's another draw. Very cool.
Let's find out the difference between an expensive skateboard and a cheap skateboard. Let's see how the expensive one turns. Let's compare that with the cheap skateboard. Now let's do a grind test. Let's see how well I can ollie. And kickflip. So the question is, would you buy this or would you buy this?
$5 magic trick versus $500 magic trick. Here's the $5 magic trick. Check out the rope. Watch. We split it right in half. As you can see, split right in half, and then you can put it magically back together just like that. Versus the $500 magic trick. Watch the ball. We're going to take the ball, place it in this hand right here, and if you rub, you'll notice that it actually starts to vanish just like that.
Cheap versus expensive foam cannons.
Soldier. Ricky Morty.
2 ounces of soap.
Ricky Morty, Ricky Morty, Ricky Morty, Rick,
$20 Amazon foam cannon.
Ricky Morty, Ricky Morty, Ricky Morty, Ricky Morty, Ricky Morty,
$125 PF20 2.2 foam cannon.
Ricky Morty, walked in the club, it's just me and my shorty. Gripping on my 2, yeah, I'm gripping on my 40. Shooting with that 3, yeah, you know I'm very sporty. Falling like a sport, dunking on the court. Got this badass bitch.
I bet you can't tell which one the expensive one is and which one the cheap one is. This the cheap basketball. Varsity spotted outdoor basketball. It's multi-color. Red, blue. Made out of cheap material. Rubber. But listen to this. That's how plastic sounds. Give it a day. Grip gonna be gone. This was the expensive one. So Wilson Indoor Evolution Basketball. #1 basketball in America, Afghanistan, Israel, everywhere in the world. Made out of advanced microfiber composite leather. Cushion core technology, which gives it a soft touch and feel. Let's get to the action. Dribbling. It bounces everywhere but where you want it to bounce at. Dribbles how I want it to dribble. Passing. Passing is normal, feels so good. Layups. With both of these balls, layups are the same. Shooting. Very, very difficult. Very easy. Overall, already losing grip. It's garbage. What it says it does, it actually does. Even if you don't have the money, still get the expensive one. Bye-bye cheap ball. Expensive one, you coming home with me.